morning. This is Keisha Spivey, and I'm bringing you your Friday Fire. Today, I have come before you with another challenge. I want to ask you, are you willing to open up a can? Are you willing to open up a can of what you can do, what you can become, what you can have? This week, Ripple Effect celebrated our 4-year anniversary. If someone would have told me 4 years ago when God gave me the vision for what he had called us to do in the city, that we would have accomplished some of the things that we've accomplished this week, I would have doubted. Why? Because I was looking at my bank account balance. Why? Because I was looking at my educational level, my limited resources, my limited connections, my not knowing what to do with the nonprofit. And I'd taken my eyes off of what I could do in him to what I could do in me. You know, this kind of came back to mind as I was reflecting over the last few months. Back in November, my daughter, my 17-year-old daughter, challenged me to start working out with her each week at the gym. And when we started on day one, she got on that treadmill and she started running. And she said, Mom, we're going to do HIIT intervals and we're going to run at level 8. And I bust out laughing because me and a treadmill hung out on level 4. I would put it on incline. I'd jog a little bit, maybe at level 5, but that was it. For 40 years, I had never gone over a 5 on the treadmill. And then one day my daughter challenged me to let's run on 8. So now let's fast forward a few months. And this week I ran 8 sessions on level 8 in HIIT intervals. And in and of myself, I would have never thought that was possible. In and of myself, I would have never set that goal for myself because it just looked too hard. But it took someone else to throw that carrot out in front of me, to challenge me, to say, yes, Mom, you can do it. And when she did it, I rose to the occasion because I didn't know what was on the inside of me. So if I had level 8 running on the inside of me, if I had running a nonprofit and running a for-profit and running a couple other things on the inside of me and I didn't know it, what's on the inside of you? What can you do? What can you become? What is it that you haven't tapped into because you haven't tried? What is it that you've looked at and said, that's just too hard, and you've never even given yourself a chance to win? What is it that you looked at from a distance, or you maybe looked at through the window and said, that would be nice, but I don't know? How about get rid of that I don't know and get a can-do attitude? I can do it if I'm willing to do what's required. I can become it if I'm willing to get on the altar and let God transform me from the inside out. I can do it if I get rid of some unhealthy, unholy habits. I can become this if I honestly evaluate the man or woman looking back at me in the mirror and said, you know what? I am more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus. So I believe I can conquer this. I am able to do all that God has called me to do if I lean on him and not my own understanding. How about stop looking at all the can'ts and the ain'ts and start opening up a few cans? Yes, you can. You can be more. You can do more. You can have more. Because if God said it's yours, and if God says you can, if God has called you to it, he will walk you through it. You need to change your perspective and get off the can't and open up a can. So God bless you. Do you to the max, and I will see you on next Friday.